They have slain the servants with the edge of the sword, and I only escaped. While Job is trying to condense the tragical information that he got from his servants, the Bible says, while the other servant is still speaking, another one came, and he said, fire came from God, and it fell and burned your sheep, and your servants were consumed. Then while he was still speaking, another came again, and he shouted unto Job and said, the Chaldeans divided into 3 days, 1, 2, 3, and made a raid upon the camels, and they have taken away everything, and they have slain your servants. While you still speaking, Job has got a trauma, heart attack, while he's still trying to figure out and to deal with the information that is so excruciating that he got. Another servant again arrived now with this information that a great whirlwind came from the desert and smote the 4 corners of the house, and it fell upon your children. They are all dead. Job started to cry over his sheep. He cried over his servants. But the tragedy is escalating. Come on, somebody. This has been engineered by God, but Job doesn't know that there's an engineering. While he's trying to figure out, okay, it's fine, I've lost sheep, I'm going to buy more. Another came and said, the donkeys again are destroyed, and the servants are destroyed. Then while he's trying to figure out that these are just material things, then another came and said, your sons and daughters have died because there's a whirlwind that came and destroyed them. The Bible says Job arose and rent his robe and shaved his head and fell upon the ground and worshipped. And the Bible says that when he said, naked I come on somebody, without anything and without possession, I came into this world from a mother's womb. So when all these things happen, they happened to the man of wisdom, a philosopher who's supposed to help other people. And God took that as an opportunity now to bring another literature and subject about revelation. And the Bible says, Eliphaz the Temite, he came when he heard the news of Job. Then Bildad the Shuhite came as well when he heard the tragedy of Job. Then Zophar the Naamathite came again. For 7 days they just sat and they did not speak anything. 7 days and 7 nights. They came to diagnose the condition. They wanted to give their philosophy, but this situation was beyond philosophy. They couldn't understand it. It was too deep for knowledge. It was too deep for wisdom. It was too deep for philosophy. So the philosophical position of Job was self-righteous. That I've been righteous before God. I've been blameless before God. And Job's argument now to God was that there is nothing that I have done that warrants me to suffer what I've suffered, because I could sacrifice for my children regularly. Watch this. The revelations this time, they are still in their cradle. So the reason why God would allow someone devoted like Job to suffer were not known. Because there's no revelation. There are things that will happen in my life and in your life that are too deep for wisdom, that are too deep for my understanding. That takes revelation. These were the times when the doctrine of God, it was based according to karma, the law that says you reap what you sow. So when these philosophers came, I want to show you their different philosophy. Job's philosophy, number one, was self-righteous. Come on, somebody shout self-righteous. Then Eliphaz's philosophy was based on one's personal merit. So whatever